Dobar dan,
Dobro večer.
dobrodošli.
Welcome back. I'm Sara,
And I'm Sarah's mom, Vanya.
and this is Breaking Bread. Today's recipe is stuffed bell peppers. In Serbian, they're called punjene paprike.
Yes, stuffed bell peppers are very popular in Serbia. They can be made vegetarian or with meat. My favorite one growing up, my nana made them with just cheese and eggs, and they were delicious.
Today, we're going to be making stuffed bell peppers with meat. Let's get cooking.
So to make bell peppers, you will need 1 cup of tomato sauce,
7 bell peppers, cored. We'll show you how to do that in just a second.
about 1.5 pound ground beef,
2 cups of rice, rinsed but not cooked.
3 carrots peeled and shredded,
1 potato, peeled and cut like this so you get small circles.
1 onion peeled and cut,
And then some cayenne pepper,
3 cloves of garlic,
some paprika,
1 teaspoon salt,
Worcestershire sauce,
some turmeric,
some pepper,
some everyday seasoning.
and that's all you need to make bell peppers. Let's get started. So when you're cutting the hole in the top of the bell pepper and taking out the core, my mom really likes to make a very, very small hole, just cutting directly around that green part, because we want to be able to seal the bell pepper with a piece of potato so that everything inside of it cooks really nicely and we keep all the juices inside, and it kind of steams inside too to help the rice cook. So my mom just cut that little piece out and shook out the seeds, and there we go.
So we're putting 1 tablespoon olive oil in both in this pot and in the other pot.
So you're going to have 1 really deep pot. That's where we're going to put the bell peppers to put them in the oven eventually. And you're gonna have 1 smaller pan in order to cook the filling. What's next?
We divide the carrots just half here.
Okay. That looks like half. Sure. What's next?
Put the onions in this pot.
The onions here, all of them?
Yes.
All of the onions.
And cook them until they're
Clear?
clear.
What heat are both of the burners on?
They're on medium.
Both burners on medium heat. 1 tablespoon of olive oil in each. We have onions in one and half of the carrots in the other. How much salt? 1 teaspoon here. Any salt in the carrots yet?
You can put half
Half a teaspoon in the carrots.
and leave it for 5 minutes.
Leave the carrots for 5 minutes to cook on their own. Lower the temperature a little bit. Onions are starting to get a little bit more soft, which is good.
Now we can add carrots.
Add the carrots, not all of them, all of them. Okay. Add the rest of the carrots to this pan. So that wasn't 5 minutes, that was like 2?
Yeah, like 1.5, 2 minutes.
2 minutes, okay?
Now you can add the sauce.
Add tomato sauce. Okay. Cool. Cover again and let simmer.
2 more minutes.
2 more minutes. We'll see if it's actually
yeah.
2 more minutes this time. Add the meat. Woo. Okay, that was fun. Is this just beef that was ground?
Just
Okay.
you can mix. You can put half beef, half pork, or some other meat,
Cool.
and we cook that until there is no more fins.
Until the meat is cooked through,
Yes.
because we don't want salmonella. Okay, so we're gonna shred in the garlic. Then we're gonna mix that garlic in.
Let's check what's the sauce doing. So it's cooking on very low, just simmering slowly.
The meat looks almost done.
Yes, the meat we can turn off.
Okay, so we're gonna turn off the heat from the meat, ground pepper. We're gonna add 1 tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce. One tablespoon paprika. Some turmeric.
Just a dash of turmeric and a dash of cayenne pepper if you like a little spicy.
Our family's on the full spectrum of spicy lovers and spicy haters, so we go in the middle with our cayenne.
A little bit of everyday seasoning. The meat is done. Now we're going to add some
Add in the
rice.
2 cups of rice that was washed but not cooked. This is uncooked rice because they'll be cooking in the oven, right?
Yes.
Cool. Mix that in with the filling. You could probably add a lot of different spices to this filling, couldn't you? Depending on what your style is.
Yes, you can make it your own with all the spices that you like that go with beef. But you don't want to overpower. You want the taste of the peppers to infuse this filling.
All right.
Let's stuff some peppers.
Peppers. So we just grab a spoon and kind of shove it in there. And do you want to stuff it all the way to the top, like packed tight, or?
Yes.
Okay. Stuff all the way to the top. I put my spoon in and kind of pack it around. Careful not to scratch your pan. My mom gets mad at me if I do that, so. For good reason. And after we stuff them, we're just putting them into the pot that already had all the tomato sauce and stuff like that. And we're just gonna, this tomato sauce and the carrots. And we just put them on top of the tomato sauce and the carrots. Okay, preheating the oven at 425 degrees while we stuff our bell peppers. So we're going to put the little lids on them with our little potato pieces, and you just shove those little slices inside and try to get them underneath the little edge of the bell pepper that we left because we cut really small holes. So we're just gonna cap all of these. So we're gonna pour about 2 cups of boiling water over them. We just boiled the water in our kettle. And that's gonna mix with our tomato sauce that we have in the bottom. This water is going to help create the steam that's going to cook the rice. Is that correct?
Yes.
And now we wait for the oven to preheat, because we probably should have started preheating it earlier. Okay, alright, so now the oven is finally preheated. So we're gonna put our pot into our oven here. It's at 425. We're going to bake at 425 for 15 minutes. Then we're going to lower the heat to 375 and bake it for another hour. And before we close the oven, we're going to close our pot. Excellent. Closing up the oven. Okay. So what can people do if they don't have a snazzy pot that can go on the stove and in the oven?
So if you don't have a pot like this, you can still cook it either in a slow cooker in a regular pot on the stove. Just put it on the lowest and cook it for hour and a half until the rice is done.
So today we did use meat in our punna paprika and our stuffed bell peppers. What can you use if you don't eat meat?
So if you don't eat meat, if you're vegetarian or vegan, you can always put some soy flakes or any other protein ground meat substitute. You can also just use
Different vegetables?
different vegetables like mushrooms or zucchini or
Eggplant?
eggplant cut into tiny pieces.
Yeah.
Shredded potato as well, together with carrots and rice.
Cool. So you can kind of use anything that can be shredded to look like ground beef. And then you add the rice and the carrots, and that's kind of it.
Yeah, everything else is the same.
If you have any further questions about vegetarian options, you can comment below and we'll do our best to answer. Alright, so it's been 15 minutes at 425. We're gonna go ahead and lower to 375. And we're gonna let this cook for an hour. See you in an hour. Okay, so we have 10 minutes left in the hour, so 50 minutes has passed. What we're going to do is we are going to very carefully take off the lid, just like this, so that it can roast on top and make sure that we get a really nice kind of browning of the potato as well. 10 more minutes. Woo!
Let's see what it will make.
There she is. Oh, all
Very,
right.
yeah?
Yes.
It's a workout.
All right. So let's go ahead and see what we have. We'll take one out and put it on a plate.
Take this one.
Get some of the sauce.
There it is.
All right. We are going to go ahead and do a taste test with one of my sisters. Here we go. Hello, so this is my sister Anna. She has been very busy at her internship all day, so I'm very grateful that she has decided to help me out with this video. So Anna, this is our stuffed bell pepper.
Looks delicious.
Our punina paprika.
Thank you.
There you go. You can do it. I believe.
Not.
You can do it. There you go. It's very hot.
It's very good.
It's very good. There you go. There you go, friends. Very
Approval.
good. Approval. Make it yourself. Tell us how you like it. One. So this stuffed bell pepper is going to be really, really good on its own, just mixed with kind of the tomato sauce. We also tend to add like either sour cream or yogurt into it. This yogurt can give you a lot of good probiotics, so 11 out of 10 recommend.
Yes, I like it with yogurt. A lot of people like sour cream as well. Thank you for watching. I hope you will try to make stuffed bell peppers and let us know how it goes in the comment below. Thank you.
And now, the Serbian word of the day. The Serbian word of the day is gladan. Gladan means hungry. If you're female identifying, you would use gladna. If you're male identifying, you would use gladan.
Yes, I'm glad.
I'm
go
hungry.
eat.
That's all for today. Thank you and see you next time.